Candomblé is an ancient religion from the African continent. It is derived from the African animism, the belief that non-human things and beings have a spiritual essence. Throughout this video, I will discuss some of its beliefs and its development outside of Africa, specifically in Brazil. The slave trade was the main reason why the religion spread internationally in the last 5 centuries. The main destination of the slave trade ships that fled from the west coast of Africa was the Brazilian territory. During the slave trade, many families were separated and different tribes started to live together, sharing traditions and beliefs. This exchange molded candomblé as it is known today in Brazil. The enslaved Africans saw this syncretism as the only way to keep their traditions alive and to worship their respective deities. The candomblécists believe in an omnipotent god called Olodumare or Olorum, who is served by the lesser deities, the orishas. The orishas are mythologic human beings who, when alive, acquired mystical natural power and control of human conditions, such as agriculture and metallurgy. The believers in candomblé accept the idea that everyone has their own orisha, who provides protection and influences their personality. They organize rituals in which they offer food, plants, objects, choreograph dances, and even sacrifice animals in order to worship the orishas. The Portuguese slave owners didn't see the flourish of African religions in Brazil as good news. Consequently, they tried to convert their slaves to Catholicism and prohibited the practice of candomblé. During the process of conversion, some slaves saw similarities between Catholic dogmas and their beliefs, especially comparing the orishas to the Catholic saints. However, most of them denied the Christian teachings and secretly practiced candomblé whenever they had to go to the churches. The historical intolerance and persecutions against African religions culminated in the evident discrimination reported in the last 2 centuries in Brazil. The affront suffered by the followers of candomblé and other African religions resulted in the character of resistance built amongst them. Back in time, the oppressed Afro-Brazilians used to appeal to rebellions and uprisings as a way to resist the oppression. Nowadays, the believers in African religions rely on art to report the social injuries and violence suffered by them. The main portion of this movement draw on hip-hop to express their beliefs and give recognition to a culture that had always lived in the shadows.
Flores pra mãe manjar, eu vim de lá de Luanda, eu vim de Angola, meu terço é patuá, sou filho de Ogum e Oxóssi. E do meu pai Oxalá, carrego em meu peito toda a mandinga e a esperança de um povo que sofre demais. Só peço respeito e proteção ao meu pai, pros loucos em busca de paz. Minha fé, minha oração, eu só preciso entender.
In the past decade, researchers observed that more people started assuming their faith in candomblé, which now officially counts with more than 3 million followers in Brazil. It is believed that the platform given by music contributed to the increase in the number of followers. The recognition provided by the musicians also boosted some black movements in the national territory. The followers of African religions now hope for more representativity in the political sphere, so one day the social damage caused against them can be fixed.